as of today, we have been full-time traveling for 1 year.
It's one of the most beautiful places. They are freeing, they are tearing.
So this is probably the realest time video you will ever see of us.
Yep.
So,
Hello!
what's the date?
It is November 15th, 2023.
Which means, as of today, we have been full-time traveling for 1 year.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit over because it is
We've gone so far around.
5:06 a.m. in Australia, which means
Tomorrow.
Yeah, which means we're actually in Singapore a year ago today, and I can't believe it.
I know.
I can't believe it.
It's absolutely crazy that we've been traveling for a year. It doesn't feel like it, but also we're in country number 30. So like it really does feel like
It feels like
a year.
It feels like 3 years and 3 weeks all at once. I don't understand.
Yeah. And if you've been watching our videos like as they come out, we have, as of like this video, we're jumping like several months ahead.
Yeah, we are currently in Canada.
Yes.
And with these videos, I think we were up to
Malta?
Yeah, so we're several months ahead currently.
Yeah.
But oh well, that's fine.
We'll be back to regular scheduling next week. We just wanted to actually do this the day that it was the day, you know?
Yeah.
And all going to plan, this video should be up tonight. So this is probably the realest time video you will ever see of us.
Yeah, definitely.
What should not go up tonight? You'll find out. I'll put on the screen whether or not I succeeded in the attempt to film and edit a video in one day.
Yeah.
But what we thought we were going to do today is go through some of the things that we've learned from our year of travel, because we've learned a lot.
We have learned a lot, but I feel like we're also the same people. It's kind of weird, but I've got a handy dandy list.
Yep. All right, let's get into it.
Number 1, plan breaks and half days. As you can tell with our cozy socks and my very relaxed outfit, we are having a break today. We have had many breaks in Vancouver. I think we've been here, this is our 8th day. We've gone out twice.
3 times.
Yeah.
3
One
times.
of them was to do the grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need, if you are traveling for more than, I would say a month, you could maybe go 1 or 2 months non-stop. If you're going more than that, you need a day off at least.
Yeah.
You need half days. We have left the house before 11 a.m.
I could count them on my fingers.
Yeah, less than 10 times. Less than 10 times.
Yeah, and most of those times has been when we needed to. We've got a day trip or like there's something that we have to do.
Like we've had
early.
a pre-booked thing. Yeah. We just need our rest, honestly. And I genuinely think it's one of the reasons we've been able to keep going.
Yeah. We've also like planned in like breaks. So like Vancouver, we're here for 3 weeks. We don't need 3 weeks to see Vancouver.
We're hardly doing anything.
Yeah, and we've done that a few times. We did it in the south of England. We did it in Belfast. Those are the main times we've had like a big chunk, but we need it because
you do.
It's tiring.
You
Traveling full time is like, you think, oh my god, that must be so fun, and it is fun, but by god, it's tiring.
Yeah, we're exhausted.
Yeah. Number 2 is we are way more active, which should not be a surprise because we were both working office jobs before leading on this trip.
Yeah.
But I'm a numbers girly, and I have been tracking our like step count on this trip. We have been averaging 13,500-ish steps a day.
Yeah.
Like averaging. So including days where we're on a bus for 8 hours, like when we're in Vancouver and we've left the house 3 times.
Some days we've done 20,000 plus steps.
Yeah, and some days, I think our lowest day we did like 2,000 steps.
Yeah.
But like average is 13,500, and I don't know the average from before we left, but it was a struggle
Wasn't
to
making
hit
10,
yeah, it was a struggle to hit 8,000 steps working in an office job. So we just feel like we're more healthy. We're like walking a lot more, being a lot more active. It's just nice.
It's great. Okay. Number 3, you don't have to do everything everywhere you go. We did this from the start, honestly.
Yeah.
You don't feel obliged. You go to Verona, you don't care about the balcony, don't do it. It's not that hard. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Like if you don't care about churches, don't go into them.
Yeah.
Don't pay for them.
We, as you know, are like traveling on a budget, not like a super
hostels.
stingy budget.
Yeah.
But we're still like trying to meet a daily average. And one of the things that I always think about was when we were in Amsterdam, everyone was like, you have to go to the Rijksmuseum. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It is an art museum. We are not art people. And it was like, not that expensive, but it was enough that we were like, if we don't care, we're not going to pay for it.
Yeah. So save money. Just do the things you care about.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Okay, number 4. Pack less than you think you need.
Yeah.
But pack more underwear and socks than you think you need.
Yeah.
We packed about 2 weeks worth of clothes, assuming we would be able to do washing every couple of weeks. What we didn't really factor in is that, especially when you're not doing a full day, you can re-wear shirts.
Yeah.
But we're not about re-wearing underwear.
No.
So as soon as we got to England, which was maybe like 5 weeks into our trip, we both went and bought more underwear and more socks.
Yeah.
Because it's just so much easier to have extras, and they don't take up much space.
No, and also depending on the climate, you'll need different length socks. And we packed probably, I would say, let's say 15 pairs of socks. I would say 10 of them were short, 5 were long, and then we got to England and we're like, hold on a second.
Oh, it's like 3 degrees here.
Yeah, this isn't cutting it. So an even amount of socks, long and short. And yeah, in terms of packing, we actually didn't overpack.
But
there's like 2 things we haven't used, and it's not that big a deal.
But we have met a lot of people that have a lot more stuff.
Yeah, we have packed reasonably light for the amount of time we're away.
Yeah, so we've got, I think it's 16 to 17 kilos each.
Yeah.
And that might sound like a lot if you're a like chasing summer kind of traveler, but we've used our puffer jackets all but I think it's like 2 months on this trip. So we've obviously got like thermals, beanies, like all the cold weather stuff. I feel like 16 kilos it's pretty good. Pretty good.
I was also just gonna say, yes, we've got 16 kilos worth of clothes, but they are showing it. Like, all of our shirts are going to need to be thrown out when we get back. Yes, we are sick of every outfit we have.
Actually, yeah.
Like,
that's like a little bonus in the packing one. Do not pack things that you care about.
Yeah, if you have a treasured jumper, leave it at home, because they are fraying, they are tearing, they're stained, disgusting. They are ripped. Yeah.
So yeah, anything valuable, don't bring it.
Yeah. So, number 5. The biggest way we have saved money, and I feel like we've said this time and time again, kitchens. Places with kitchens.
We've got one right over there.
We've got one right here. It is a lifesaver. I think we've said this before. Krissie's been keeping a tab. Home cooked meals are coming out at like $8 a meal.
This is for both of us.
For both, 2 people, $8 a meal. Meals out,
it's like $30.
$30 a meal
for both of us together. And meals out includes things like which we've done a lot, especially in the UK, when you go and get like a Tesco meal deal,
a Greggs,
which is like maybe $7.
Yeah,
and the average is still sitting at 30.
Yeah. So kitchens.
Yes,
I literally will swear by it. It helps you get the nutrition you need.
That's what I was going to say.
It helps you if you're picky eaters like we are. And also, if you've travelled, you get it. Going out for a meal is exhausting.
It's
no
such
one
a
wants
hassle.
to do that. No one wants to do that.
No.
It also helps you sort of live a bit more like a local. We can shop at like local grocery stores. We're currently staying in North Vancouver, like in the suburbs. Like, there are no restaurants nearby.
No.
There are no shops. This is a suburb, and it's lovely.
And this place was a lot cheaper than places in the city.
Much cheaper.
Because we're a bit outside the city.
That's the thing. It's like a trade-off. You're outside of the city, but you have a kitchen for the same price as a hotel in the city with no kitchen.
Yeah, and we get to walk around like the most beautiful area of Vancouver.
Yeah,
we say as if we've gone to all the other areas, but it
has to be one. Yeah, it's one of the most beautiful places. So it's a more, I don't know, interesting travel experience, I think.
Okay, number 6. don't fly if you have another option.
This seems obvious.
It does.
No one really wants to pay for a flight if you don't have to.
No. And I know it's really common if you're traveling short term and you're like, I'm going to Europe for 3 weeks and I want to go to Italy and England and like Norway. You're going to have to fly.
Yeah.
But if you have the choice to like slow down and see places in between and catch trains and buses, like that has saved us countless
thousands
dollars.
Yeah. If you want to go to Belgium and France and Switzerland, you can bus or train between them easily.
And buses are
reasonably quickly.
Buses are cheap.
Yeah.
Trains, it really depends on the country. In some countries, I mean in England, trains are like comparable to flights.
Yeah.
But buses are a lot cheaper.
Buses are great.
And we've managed to see places that we wouldn't otherwise have seen just by like stopping off on the way.
Yeah.
Like Malmo in Sweden.
Bratislava,
Zagreb.
Yep.
Which you guys don't know we've been to yet, but you will. Yeah, just because we've like been catching buses and being able to like stop. And it's so much cheaper.
Yeah, it's way better.
It's also better for the environment. Double win.
It's better for everything. Another thing we've learned about travel, this is number 7, is it's so cheesy, but like if we can do this, we can sort of do anything we want. Because we were so unhappy before this. Like we were in 9-to-5s we didn't like, and even if we did like them, we don't like 9-to-5s.
Yeah,
we hate commuting. We don't like working for like jobs we just barely care about.
Yeah, but just like the overall idea of working in an office 40 hours a week was awful.
Our lives kind of felt like our jobs were okay for jobs, but for our lives, it was just like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it seemed like a waste.
Yeah.
So if we can do this, if we can travel the world for 15 months, we don't have to do 9-to-5s. We can go back, we can find something else.
We can find things we actually care about.
Yeah, we can live the way we actually want. And I feel like just getting out of that rut and traveling has like shown us that hopefully we can change our lives for the better.
Yeah. Like, there's a squirrel on the back fence.
Where?
He's running along. Just wait.
Ow!
You missed him.
I see him.
Okay, sorry, Catherine had to go see the squirrel.
I hit my knee.
I mean, that's a bonus thing we have learned about travel. Squirrels are our obsession.
Yeah, I love them. Yeah.
Okay, number 8. Traveling will only make you want to travel more. There is no such thing as like getting it out of your system.
It's a problem. I feel like when we go home, a lot of people have already expressed to us like, are you going to settle down? No. Are you kidding?
I know.
It's been 15 months of travel.
To be fair, we kind of, well, before we left, we were like, we'll travel for a year and then we'll come home. Traveling for a year has just, like, we had a list of places we want to see and we have gone to 30 countries. And I think our list now is longer than it was when we left home.
Easily.
Which is a problem because, like, if it's just going to keep growing, we're never going to see all the places.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's really addictive.
You will never get it out of your system.
No.
You will never want to go home and stay there. And to be honest, I don't think we will. And I will be surprised if we don't have more travel vlogs out soon from future travels.
Yeah. Even
after
like
this trip.
even like traveling at home, like traveling
like
around Australia or around New South Wales even. Like, I don't think I could just go home and just stay there.
No.
There's too much to see. The world is too big for that.
I feel like, is this a gay thing? Is this a gay meme that you can never sit on seats straight? Because
probably.
I've never sat straight forward on a seat in my entire life. If you see me on a bus, I'm like,
she's using me as like a footrest.
It's crazy. So this is very funny. Okay, this is a very me tip, but number 9, always have snacks. We have over there, I would say 4 or 5 snacks.
Do you want me to go grab them?
Yeah, why not?
Snacks.
Always have snacks.
Always have snacks. We will never leave the house without snacks. I think we have a couple of times early on in the trip and we learned from the mistake.
Yeah.
Because especially when you're like out and about and you're hungry and you need to like find food, but everything's expensive, and like especially in Southeast Asia, like we didn't know what everything was.
Yeah.
When you're hungry, you just want to eat.
Yeah. There's
always have snacks.
Yeah, there's been quite a few times when there was like a day in Italy when we couldn't find a restaurant we like wanted, and we just had snacks to get us over the line.
Yeah.
I have this fear, and you know what? It's come true, that we will get stuck somewhere in a lift. Somewhere. And you'll be, what if we were stuck for like 5 hours? We had snacks.
Yeah.
Like anything could call for snacks. And also there's a bonus in that you can try local snacks.
Yes.
Like, I mean, these aren't local, but these are my favorite biscuits from the UK. I brought them over to Canada. I haven't opened them yet. I'm like afraid. You can try new things from the country you're in. So that's like another snack positive.
Yeah. All right. I think
I'm going to put these out of the frame.
Out of the frame. Okay. Number 10 of things we have learned is if you're going to be traveling long term with someone else, make sure you have the same travel style.
Yeah.
Because as we said before, we are not wake up at 5 a.m. and like come back to the hotel at 10 p.m.
No.
Girlies.
We are out for 5 hours a day most of the days.
Yeah, we have like come to realize this throughout the trip.
Yeah, I feel like we didn't discuss it before.
No, and it's
Just
funny
work
because
out.
on previous trips, both of us have been the like going out at like 8 or 9 and coming back at 8 or 9.
Yeah.
But that's just not sustainable long term.
No, but there are people, which is completely fine, but that like, I don't know, what if you like to club? Do you like to see the like local bars and restaurants and explore the nightlife? Do you like to have like a really fancy dinner in each place? There are some people that will like find a Michelin star restaurant and like spend hundreds of dollars and like and really enjoy the local food. Or there are people that will go somewhere just for the hiking. But we don't do any of that. We, honestly, our travel style is see the city on foot.
Definitely, like, if you're going to be traveling with someone, discuss all of this beforehand.
Discuss
also, like,
your travel style.
Discuss like budget things. Like, if we're somewhere and we're at point A and we need to get to point B, are we walking? Are we catching public transport? Or are we catching an Uber?
Yeah.
Figure out like what your plan is.
Yeah. Discuss your travel style. You'll be much happier.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
There's probably more. That was just like the list we could come up with off the top of our heads. Maybe we'll do a part 2 at some point.
Yeah,
when we think of other things. But yeah, we've learnt a lot, we've grown a lot, and
we've seen so much.
And I can't believe we only have 3 months left.
I know.
Of this trip.
But
there will be more trips. We hope.
Oh my gosh. A whole year. Alright, well, Krissie's gonna get to editing this, and I'm gonna go squirrel chasing.
But yes, thank you for watching. Give us a comment down below if you agree with any of these or like anything you've learned from traveling.
Yeah.
And you can check us out on Instagram as well. We are about as far behind posting there as I am posting on YouTube.
It's right. I'm gonna mix it up. We're gonna go new content mixed with old. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Give us a thumbs up. I think there's a bell. Is that a thing?
Yeah. Get notifications sent to your phone when we post.
Yep.
Even though we post at the same time every single week. But that's okay. If you want a notification, you can get a notification.
Yep.
And I guess we will see you in the next video 2 months ago in Malta.
Yeah. Enjoy it.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, he has a berry. Oh no.
Stop. His little hands.
Oh, he's shelling it.
Oh, there's no liar.
Oh my god, this is so exciting.